Well, we are taking a look at a Compuadd Model 325. So, obviously we got our standard equipment here, 3.5, 5.25, and our non-standard CD-ROM drive. History on this, I have no clue. I don't even know if it works. I did go ahead and pull a few screws out of the back of it to be able to slide the cover off. Well, let's see what we got under here. So, this is what we have under the hood. Oh, got a network card back here. And nope, my bad. Video card right here. Our I/O card for our hard drive or floppy. This does not have onboard floppy controller, so the I/O card has to take place of that. Then we got our sound card. I believe it's a Media Vision. Not a bad card at all. It's actually one of the better ones in my opinion. But let's go ahead and pull that thing out real quick. Looks like we got our standard power supply over there. Can't tell what wattage that thing is. 200 watt. Not bad for a little 386. Media Vision, TIF, Jazz 16 card. These actually perform pretty darn well. I think I got one in an old 486 system too. One of my first videos last year. This thing sounded freaking amazing. So we're gonna play around with this thing a little bit. And of course somebody jacked the hard drive on it, so I hate doing this, but well, it is what it is. I'm gonna have to resort to a compact flash. Hopefully this thing will be red on this. Being an interface card in there that will hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll work. It is a DX processor. There is no Math Co-Pro. Guess I'm just gonna have to get on eBay and buy a bunch of those Co-Pros. That way I can do it. T-Sing Labs ET4000 DX. Yeah, it'll work, right? It's got a couple empty spots there for some more RAM on there. West Germany, huh? That's pretty impressive. And no markings of what the jumper does. Put it back in. And we do have one 8-bit slot here. Let's see. Oh, the graphics card is in slot 8. And of course we got our cheesy little battery pack here. And yeah, you guessed it. Yeah, probably ain't gonna hold a charge on it, so a little snippy there, and I'll just strip these wires back a little bit and just tape on a coin cell battery for temporary use here. This keyboard's seen better days. But it is how I get them, so we'll go with that. It is a Compuadd keyboard too. I have to re-glue that back on. Some more double-sided sticky tape on there. Now, staring at this a little closer, the Mathco Pro will go down in here. Kind of see it. I'm guessing those are 1 megabyte modules, so we got 8 there. We got possibility of 8 more back in here. Well, moment of truth. Is anything gonna come up, or is it gonna pop? Is done. Oh, holy cow! That was quick. Model 32X. Well, 325, I think. Well, let me enter setup and I will. Got a good PC speaker. Keyboard works, that's a plus. I think I got more than 20 megabytes on that hard drive. Oh, hey, there's a dip switches. Yeah, hey, that's kind of handy. It actually gives you the layout of how to set the dips. Okay. Hey, I wanted setup. Go back. Yes, I want that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. There you go. So, don't have a drive that'll work. I haven't tried an old IBM hard drive and I want to read it. So, I'll clear some of the stuff out of the way so make a bigger mess. So I can sit down and go over this package here. After sitting down, listening to some Tool and enjoying a fine Irish beverage here. Happen to remember, I was going to use this on another video, but circumstances have changed and I want to get this one done. So, I've opened this up before, kind of glanced over it a little bit, but I don't know how well this is going to show up on the camera. This is from Blue Lava Systems. XT IDE 8-bit IDE controller. Hey grief. Revision 4.1. It's one of their newer versions, if not the newest version of it. So, got a little bit of it here. The XT IDE is an open source hardware project utilizing the XT IDE Universal BIOS. It allows the use of the IDE hard drive, CF cards with adapter. Well, I got that. And SATA drives with adapter, which is kind of cool. I mean, you can use a SATA hard drive in this thing. I don't know if you actually want to try to format a 1 or 2 terabit hard drive for a 386 or an 8088, but apparently it says you can. With adapter and older XT AT class systems. Okay. XT IDE Universal BIOS. XT makes it possible to use modern large ATA disk or hard disks or compact flash cards on old PCs. You can then enjoy quiet or noiseless drives with more capacity than you'll ever need for an old computer. Point taken. Download the Universal BIOS here at https /bluelavasystems.com/xt-IDE/. I didn't bother downloading the BIOS yet. I probably should. Their website, it's a little confusing to navigate. I do wish they would standardize it. Initial BIOS configuration. Looks like these settings are already preset here. So that is their universal setup, which is great. 8K EEPROM, cool. J4 open for IDE pin 20 power. Okay. Installation looks pretty simple. Install the XT IDE in any available ISA slot except for slot 8. Slot 8 installation requires additional module. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I got a couple empty ones here anyway. I'm not gonna fill up all 8 slots. And plus I still have that open 8-bit slot there, so I'm pretty sure that's the slot that I'm going to use this card in. Parallel ATA, hard drive support. Most parallel ATA hard drives work just fine with the XT IDE hard drive, however there is an occasional odd drive that won't. Best results are from 8 to 10 gigs from the 2001 era. Makes sense. CF card supports. Installation will require CF to IDE adapter. No kidding. Oh. The Irish is talking back to me. Curse you, ancestors. So, this is our... still, the camera just doesn't want to autofocus for me. Pretty basic little layout here. At least I used some pretty decent quality chipsets here. You got Texas Instruments on there, HLFs. Yeah, my eyesight, I'm sorry guys, my eyesight is poor. So, I like the black on that. Black on gold. That's just freaking awesome. XT IDE supports 5-volt power on IDE pin 20 when enabled. Supported by a CF card adapter will allow the CF cards to be powered via the IDE. Jumper J4 must be shorted to turn on 5-volt to pin 20. So, it is currently off there, so I don't know if I want to do the CF card or if I don't want to do the CF card. Oh, well, my adapter's already got the 5-volt connector on there, so I don't freaking care. 3.0 mode. Well, mode. I guess it's a little confusing. Part 3.0. There we go. Revision 4 has 2 modes, compatibility mode and high speed mode. Compatibility mode is going to be slower than high speed mode. Yeah. Use with 1.xx versions of XT IDE Universal BIOS. If version 2.00B3 is installed, configure this device type to XT IDE Revision 1. High-speed mode, also known as chuck mode. When configuring version 2.00 B3 of the XT IDE Universal BIOS, select the BIOS type XT IDE Revision 2 or modded Reversion 1. The mode of the XT IDE card is selected on 2 jumpers at the top. You can switch between compatibility mode and high-speed mode without running the XT IDE Universal BIOS configuration utility. Okay, so I'm getting right now, this is pretty much a plug-and-play setup, unless I am going in depth to this thing, which I don't plan on doing with this system. However, I have another system that I might have to. Configuring the XT IDE. Configuring the XT IDE will usually require the use of the XT IDE Universal Configuration BIOS utility. and blah blah blah. You can download it from bluelavasystems.com/xt-IDE/. That one is in the way. You are going to go there. And you are going to be removed. See, you even want to fall out for me. Out. And over. Stay. There we go. Okay, so you skip past the BIOS on the original system here, then brings you up into a secondary BIOS. So we got floppy drive A, hard drive C, booting C, and yeah, so F8. Or did it just lock up? No, it didn't lock up on me. It was about F6. Well, C. I think we ran into an issue. It did find the hard drive though, which is a plus. Master at 300 high, DSAA-3540, and that is the correct number or model number for the IBM hard drive that I'm using here. So that's working. It's just not working for me currently. So let's go back to our compact flash, see if we have better luck. So as I figure out where the heck I put that. Yeah, it's right there. What do you know? And the jumpers on this thing are already preset. 512 megabyte memory card. Got a little 5-volt pinner. Yeah, pin. Yeah, pinner. We'll call it pinner now. Connect the pinner to the cable. Get that all snafu'd back together. We'll see if that'll read. So I might have to disable the IDE through the dip switches here in order for it to work, is what I'm guessing. Oh, camera battery's all of a sudden taking a dump on me. Flashy, flashy. Well, skip past this real quick, then I'll have to plug her on in. F1 continue. Hey! Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, this one liked it a little bit better. Yes! You are reading the floppy drive. So it looks like we might be in luck here. Ah! Get out of my way. Ah! So much battery power left on the camera, I must see if DOS will load. Or at least if it'll read a setup disk. Well, we'll give this one a shot. It's the upgrade. Hey! No. Wait a minute. F1 continue. Sweet! Alright, well that was sweet and painless. So far, fingers are still crossed. what do you know? Well, it looks like I will be buying more of those Blue Lava System cards. And probably my floppy makes noises. Now this is the upgrade disc, so I was going to say I cannot install 6.2 on here because I don't have DOS on it yet. But I will end this section of the video for now and let the camera battery charge up. And stay tuned for part 2. Yeah, I know I said I hate doing part 1 and part 2s, but this one's definitely going to be a 2-parter. There's too much information in here for me not to include. And it is what it is, people. I'm sorry, but stay tuned for part 2. Thank you, stay safe, and watch out for those freaking idiots.